What's up, everyone? Welcome back to episode 79 of the Average Aussies Premier League podcast. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify, don't forget to give us a like, give us a follow, give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Don't forget to like us, follow us, all that stuff on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. There's a new YouTube video up from last episode. And yeah, let's get into it. G'day, fellas.
G'day, mate.
How are we, boys? How are we?
Good, mate. Good.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got the heater on for the first time in the
the
day.
header on it.
Yeah,
so
it's
much
disgusting.
to Janga's dismay.
Not happy.
Mate, there's a
likes to
polar
run it.
blast.
Oh, it's coming,
Yeah,
eh?
it's delicious.
It was Victoria's coldest day in 3
I
years.
was puking down in Oberon last night.
Was it?
Yeah, like proper snow.
It's a great day, boys.
Yeah, I don't mind this weather, to be honest. I'm a bit of a
You can always throw layers on. You can't always take layers off.
yeah.
I will turn the heater off now.
I'm a bit of
though,
a mountain man.
because
Are you?
Once we get talking, you get a bit hot.
You heat? Some would say we get heated.
Bit
do.
spicy. On that note,
Where'd you pull that from? That in your ass.
it's called a pocket, mate.
Oh,
The world's biggest butt plug. Janga's now sipping on it. Fellas, Euro 2024, done and dusted. Spain are the champions of Europe for the 4th time in their history, the most out of any team in the Euros. So
And
well done to Spain.
first team to ever win 7 from 7.
7 from 7.
Yep.
Massively
Perfect
deserved
round.
to win the tournament. If England won that, it was a smash and grab kind of thing.
Yeah,
In
definitely.
my opinion.
Just fucking boring.
And there was no one else
Jimmy.
close to Spain. Really, they were on the
Yeah,
hard
that's
side of the
right.
draw for
Yeah,
sure.
I was about to say that, like, England kind of got kissed on the willy with how they got to
massively.
peruse through that.
Switzerland and the Dutch team were decent, but nothing like Spain.
Nah,
Well,
that's right.
dodgy penalty, like against
Yeah.
fucking the Dutch. Well, let's face it, that ain't no fucking.
No, I agree. That's that's not a penalty.
I think the previous game, the Dutch were the better team. The Dutch should have progressed, and I still think they would have lost to Spain.
Yes,
If
I agree.
that foul happens outside the box in the center of the field,
It's not a foul.
foul.
Nah, no way.
Yeah.
No way.
If it's a defensive centre mid clearing the ball,
Bro, no way.
and another 10 puts his foot up and brings him down, foul.
But I
You're
could,
fucking wrong.
I could understand if he was coming straight on and like studs up
And it
at
was-
him.
and it was
he's
immediate.
He's kind of like hung his foot out, and it only looks studs up because Harry Kane boots the bottom of his foot.
Yeah.
I think if that's outside the box, that's play on.
Yeah.
Like, get up.
Yeah, I disagree, but I don't think it's a penalty, but I don't think it's a clear cut. I don't think it's like.
Bro, he got a
absolutely-
yellow card for it.
Yeah.
Like, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they deemed studs up, man.
I couldn't believe it.
absolute
I
fucking
honestly
trash.
couldn't believe it. And like Harry Kane absolutely made a meal of it. Like,
Oh.
looked like he'd been shot from
Yeah.
close range with a 50 cal.
It's fucking absolutely ridiculous. I would have been more inclined to consider that if it was on target or something like that.
well, that's the other thing. Yeah, he missed. Like,
You know what I mean?
He missed everything that tournament.
Yeah.
oh well, I
Didn't
guess
he?
we're going to talk about that, boys. England, absolute melts. Let's be serious.
Yeah.
As an Aussie, I hope that someone from England watches or listens to this. I know Steve, our mate, friend of the show, loves us. He's got English heritage. He was rooting for him. But honestly, as an Aussie, there is nothing better. But if you've got a bit of English heritage, don't you?
Yeah, I was saying that I strongly dislike the English cricket team. But
I was going to
think
say everything
everyone
stems
does.
from the Ashes, man.
The Olympics, do not go for England there. But I've got a soft spot for the football team. But the reason is because of Harry Kane.
Yeah, I was
As soon
gonna
as
say.
he went off in the final, I'm like, they can lose now.
Yeah, well, that was like me.
I do not care anymore.
I was only going for I wasn't even going for England. I was going for Spain. But if England won, I was happy for Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice, and I was sad to see them lose too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing better as an Aussie than watching England lose in anything. It's just it
And
warms
Piers
your
Morgan
heart.
cry.
Yeah, it just warms your heart, like, and especially after like the recent Ben Stokes bullshit. I don't know if you've been keeping up with him, like talking rubbish
Wanker.
about how good their cricket team is, and
Oh.
Yeah,
Are they
and
still-
their stats don't
It makes you sick.
Are they still playing baseball?
Yeah, and he reckons that people that come to watch should feel privileged that they get to witness, just ridiculous.
Didn't they fucking get to watch us fucking smoke them and shit?
Yeah, but you go from that and then you go into the whole "It's Coming Home" that's been sung for the last 10 years, and I don't know if it has a home.
And anyway, it's funny. So this is my
If
work.
it does, it's Mediterranean. You know what I mean? Like it's on the coast.
Iberian.
It's eating prawns and seafood and kind of stuff.
So you like this, right? So this is my work fantasy Euros fucking team. And this is all our names. England will bottle it. Prob's not coming home. It's not coming home. So we all fucking knew, didn't we, Jimmy?
It's, yeah. So I guess we better talk about it. A lot of people come out after the Netherlands game and said that Gareth Southgate's copping a lot of unnecessary flack. After the previous 4 games bagging him to oblivion, England fans especially, wanted none of him, and then he comes out and he makes a sub that wins him a game, and all of a sudden,
Master stroke.
Yeah, I don't agree with him getting beer and stuff thrown at him and personally abused, which he obviously cops.
Did he?
Yeah, but I don't agree that he's actually not that bad. He's not that good.
Nah.
He's so pragmatic, and we spoke about it last episode with Nudo, but the way that he sets the team up, he sets them for failure. We were talking about it the other night.
Absolutely, he does.
Like you were talking about Kane, and it doesn't help that he doesn't have a 10 behind him. And you're right, he's playing Foden out wide and then decides to switch it up and play Bellingham behind, which we were talking about that because I said Bellingham's a 10. You're like, well, he doesn't really play like a 10. And you're right, he kind of...
He didn't look like a 10. They didn't have... what made Kane so successful at Spurs was Eriksen and Dele Alli playing him the ball through, and he could bump the centre-back off with his strength and slot it left or right.
Yep.
That's how he scored hundreds of goals.
Yeah.
They didn't do that once.
No.
So they should have just not even played him.
But they did for Watkins.
Yeah, but in saying that, when Harry Kane at Tottenham a lot of the time dropped in too and let them through and then come through
especially
for the cutback.
as he's got to 30.
You know
he
what
does
I
that
mean?
a lot more, and he does that at Bayern.
And I think the heat map for the first 3 games, Harry Kane was playing on the halfway line.
Yeah.
You can't do that as a striker. Not set up with... And that's the problem. Southgate doesn't have the capacity to manage those players in a style that fits them. He's got
Not at all.
some unreal
Not at
attacking flair. If you've got Foden, who's arguably in his prime, Saka,
Bellingham, definitely.
Bellingham, 100%. Declan Rice, I feel sorry for Declan Rice because people are out to get Declan Rice. I'm like, you can't bag the kid when he's got Kobe Mainu is and will be a massive talent, but. He's a bit out of his depth there, and it's not the type of player that you need sitting next to Declan Rice. You need someone that's ball playing and progressing forward, and Declan Rice can clean up and give you the ball and let you do that. But when he's the one that's trying to clean up and then turn and then play, the longer that tournament went on, the more tired that Declan Rice looked, and I felt bad for him because he ran his absolute cunt out for Arsenal.
He ran more than anyone.
But then and then did it again for England to no avail pretty much.
He ran a few more kilometres than anyone in the Euros.
People bagging him. It's who's he passing it to? They're he's playing a 4-foot pass back to John Stones. It's because he's got Harry Kane standing next to him who's supposed to be playing in between the lines up top. You know what I mean?
There's no real point of a forward pass if that pass is going to go to someone under pressure.
No, that's right.
And
You know
Kane doesn't play like that.
No.
He did maybe when he was younger, but he's not fast anymore. So he goes and receives the ball, and he wants to look and play Saka in.
Ollie Watkins should have started that final.
Yep.
100%.
Yeah, I think the same thing happened in the Champions League where they were like, "Oh, we can't. We have to start Kane."
Yeah.
What if there's a penalty in the 40th minute and one of them misses it? Everyone's going to go, "Why wasn't England's best ever goal scorer on the field?"
I've got a bit of a contentious one for you, right?
Hit me. I love a contentious one.
I feel like, and we can certainly relate to this, right?
Yeah.
The way England play with all their players and how they choose them and who they play and all that kind of stuff is very New South Wales vibes.
Yep.
And I'm like, I've seen this somewhere else.
But it's also not. It's very Queensland, pick and stick.
You're right. Yeah, it's a meld of both of them, isn't it? But it's both the failures of our origin. That's it.
Yeah. So Southgate, if you look at the minutes,
were
Saka,
disgusting.
Foden, Kane, Rice, Bellingham, they all played 600 minutes.
Yeah.
And then your subs played 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So and then he said in the final they were tired. They were all so tight. I'm like,
No fucking shit.
that's like,
Yeah.
bring the other players on in the group stage matches and in the quarters. Like,
Yeah.
But and it
Rotate
gives you
around.
and I heard a good point the other day too. It just gives you an idea of how Gareth Southgate's mentality was going into this tournament when he leaves either Jack Grealish or James Maddison at home. He leaves both of them at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, all right, they're probably not in scintillating form, but they offer you something going
They are
forward.
creative.
Yeah. And to mix that with like your Sackers, your Fodens, all that kind of stuff, your Ollie Watkins.
Yeah.
Like, why are you bringing Ivan Toney on with 2 minutes to go? Like,
I know.
make a change. Like, go all out. It's the final.
yeah.
Like,
And Foden in the final, he was invisible
Yeah,
and he
he did
didn't
go
change
missing.
him.
I found Bellingham quite quiet in the final too.
Yeah.
Like,
He was, yeah.
he had games
a lot of them
like...
a lot of them were shit. Like
Yeah.
Pickford and Saka, probably the only two that had a good game.
Yeah.
But still, even the way that kind of Pickford played.
Here's a
in
contentious
points.
one for you. I think people are going to say... I honestly think Aaron Ramsdale saves that, the one that Pickford let in.
Yeah.
Am I thinking of the right game? It was hit at him.
Nah.
What was the first goal?
First goal was that Davies dude hit it low and hard across the left to Pickford's left. It's not easy to say.
It wasn't Davies. Fuck, what's his name?
The dude with the dreads.
Oh, no, Nico Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Who was Davies from?
Fuck knows.
Maybe I'm missing one. But there was one that was hit. It was straight at Pickford, and I was like, how do you not save that, man?
He made a good save against Yamal.
He had a couple of good saves.
And look, he was good in the final.
Pickford's a good
He was.
shot stopper. I'll give him that. Like,
He was good all tournament, actually. Like,
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the goals that Pickford let in or his saves or anything like that. It's just some of his antics, some of the
I
other
like
shit
my
that he
contentious
does.
call, and then I didn't actually even know what I was talking about. How good's that?
very,
Very average.
uncontentious.
Very average.
It was, who did I say scored?
Nico,
Davies.
you said Davies.
Davies, yeah. It's wrong. It's what it is.
We're fully aware.
So average.
What I'm saying is Davies was
Oh, no, that's
from
right. 'cause
Canada
that-
or something. You know what I'm thinking of?
Alfonso Davies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Edgar
Canadian.
Davies with the gogs.
Oh, are you talking about when Davies fucking hit the post, hit the crossbar in the penalty?
Look, who could say?
Who knows, man?
Oh, this is prime, boys.
This
I
is
can't wait
great.
for my fucking average moment.
I can't find it.
And then the other one was that Oribal, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Yathabal.
Can't believe he
yeah.
came on. He looked like he couldn't do anything. And then just boom.
But he scored the winner.
The Spanish team, like, they've got some good players, but they're not like chock-a-block with like superstars like England.
They were saying that, like, unless you watch La Liga regularly, you don't know half these guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, they got Rodri.
Real Sociedad, yeah, what a cunt.
Like, that's all they need, really.
You know, if he plays, they win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if Harry Kane plays,
But he
They
did,
don't win.
he did come off at half-time, Rodri. Hopefully he's injured.
Yes.
Sorry,
for the whole
Rodri.
season. Hopefully he's got to retire.
I've apologised to Rodri. I don't apologise to Manchester City. I hopefully
and remember last year when KDB was injured and they just won every
they
game?
just keep winning. I think the other one I want to talk about, Trent Alexander-Arnold. I don't understand how he just got played on the bench for majority of that time. Like, obviously they played him in the midfield. It didn't quite work out for him. It wasn't what. How does Kyle Walker start over him though at right back?
I don't know.
Like,
I really don't know.
that-
Obviously, I've always been super critical, as we know, of Trent's defensive frailties, right? But I've always wanted him in my team for what he can give going forward.
Like, I'd take him over Kyle Walker.
Fucking no. It's good. Like, oh, you're lacking creativity. Bang, you've got a guy.
I know.
Southgate just plays tournament football and it got him to the final. So that's why he didn't make
Who
changes.
fucking cares?
That's what I mean. But why, if he wins the quarter,
Yeah, I get what you're
he's not
saying.
going to go,
Mate,
I'm going to make a change
if you're
at right
always
back.
a fucking bridesmaid, never a bride, what are you achieving?
Mate, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do.
I
I'm
understand what you're saying,
He
yeah.
plays tournament football, tries
Yeah.
to win 1-0.
Pick, stick, go.
Fuck that. But wait, has it not always been England's curse though? Like, since we've supported fucking, watching fucking World Cups and Euros and all that kind of stuff, England has always had arguably one of the best teams.
Yeah, of
Yep.
course.
Best player roster.
they're
One of the best. One of the
best-
best teams.
They come from the best league
Their teams are shit.
in the world. Like,
Yeah.
their homegrown league is the best in the world.
Yeah, but don't ever sugarcoat it. The Premier League is the best league.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
definitely.
and they play football since they're a kid. Like,
Yeah.
they're full of superstars. They always will be.
Yeah.
Like, it's how it is.
But they can't play as a team.
Nah. It's
And the
just
media turn on
individuals.
them.
Oh, fuck.
Their own
And that's
media.
the whole, like, Southgate, he's uniting
coming
this
home.
team. Like, he's getting them
Please.
together. And it's like, I don't think that's going to...
Just look at Ben White, though. Like, that was...
But, like, Ben White, does he start over... Maybe Ben White's seen that and he goes, you know what? I know what Southgate's like. I'm not starting over Kyle Walker. Like, if fucking Trent Alexander-Arnold can't even get a look in, like, what point is Ben White going to sit on the bench with a managing staff that he doesn't like? Like,
Do you sit there and think when they lost, like, Ben's just like, fuck.
I don't reckon Ben even watched it, to be honest.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, I don't think he was thinking attacking flair.
No.
I think this guy wins every year at City. He's a
Put him
sure
in.
thing. Just chuck him in.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's a vice captain.
Um,
That obviously helps.
Now, does
happy.
Gareth Southgate make it to the World Cup? There's talks that they're signing him on for another 4 years.
No.
Surely
not.
can't. I would have resigned after that if I'm Gareth Southgate.
Yeah, but
Do you not? Do you not just
No, he
fall on
won't
a sword and go,
resign. No.
fuck, I'm done?
You have to.
I don't think
Well,
so.
he's made it to what? 2 finals, 2 Euros,
Yeah.
and a World Cup semi
Quarters.
quarter.
Quarters.
Yeah, knocked out by Iceland.
In the
No,
World
knocked
Cup,
out by Iceland somewhere.
Who did they get? Denmark?
Yeah, maybe.
Or someone?
Anyway, if you've gone to a quarters and 2 finals and you have come away with nothing, and you're the longest serving English manager, give it up, son.
Yeah.
But then who do you get in? They talk about Graham Potter. I don't mind it. Give him a crack. Give someone new a track. Not that I give a shit. I'm happy to see England lose for the rest of my time.
Yeah.
We probably will.